Hey guys, another day of Invade and Annex on 420th Delta's server. I'm going to take Rodopoli, or Rodopoli, however you pronounce that. So we'll see how it goes. Got earplugs in right now for those of you who don't know how to do that in Arma 3. It's your end button if you have a keyboard that has, you know, the full complement of keys. A lot of people have smaller ones. So if you don't have an end key, I'm not sure what key you use. So you're kind of on your own. So looks like we've got the objectives: take the town, supply depot, blow the radio tower, and supply depot are fairly common. I guess there's a radio tower at every AO, and then obviously take the HQ. Oh, snipers, dude. Snipers right there in front of us. Come on. Can't see for all the... Well, that's good. Part between me and the snipers. Yeah. I hear snipers on the other side of this hill too. So I'll follow Cousin It up there and see if maybe he can draw their fire. Or he's going to waste his bullets shooting at that helicopter. That'll work. Oh, there's that sniper right there. Scratch one. Oh crap, red smoke. Red smoke, for those of you who don't know, is a marker for the enemy to call in artillery or an airstrike. Bad mojo. Get away from the smoke. And I didn't get far enough away from the smoke. Ooh, nice. Helicopter, and I think they hit us with a mortar barrage. A twofer. Sorry, I can't play and shoot at the same time. I'm getting old and I don't have the ability to multitask like I used to. Gotta love those 600-meter headshots though. Lots of fun, lots of fun. Not quite 600. 5 1/4. Man, we got people everywhere. I hate it when my mouse wants to be sticky on the mouse pad, not slide. Okay, HQ's over there. Dude, seriously, somebody's shooting at me. I just give them a better target. That's how that'll work. Oh, dude, this is a bad place to be taking a nap. Oh, shit.
Rick, I don't know who you are. I don't know what you're doing. But I love you.
I'm gonna get shot carrying this guy. Come on, medic, come over the hill. Help me out here. Oh, there's not a single medic here. It's hard to serpentine when you're carrying somebody, you know? It's just not easy. No medics, bro. No medics. What is this crazy animation lock? Good lord. Didn't see any medics, man. That's the best I can do for you. Golly, lots of fire. People shooting at me from behind her, those are my guys. Nope, naturally, that's the enemy. Spawned in behind me. Stop and shoot at me again, dude. Come on. Come on, shoot at me. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Darn weeds. It's funny to me with this game. I can't see jack when I'm laying down in the weeds, but the enemy doesn't have any trouble at all seeing me. Why is that? Why is that? I got enemies coming. Oh, crap. Enemies coming up that road. Naturally. Oh, I'm in an animation locked. Gosh dang it. Well, that's the thing about this game. You start an animation, you better enjoy it because you are stuck with it. Alright, now you son of a... Yeah. Get away from that window. Alright, HQ should be somewhere over here. Still saying it's to my right. It's kind of an odd spot, but hey, let's go see what we can come up with. Smart tactical decision to run across an open field, but hey, see if we can make it work. Shoot. Man, how'd I wind up being the only person out here in the middle of nowhere? Shoot. Oh, got the distinct feeling that this is not going to end well. Yeah, there's a HQ right there. It's an odd spot for it. Ooh. Enemies everywhere and no really good spot to shoot from, so quickly. Take a different approach. Try to flank these guys. Can't get up on top of that house, so that's the only drawback. If I could get an elevation on those guys, I could give them fits, but maybe I can use one of those upstairs windows. Dang. Now that scared the crap out of me, I gotta say. Dang, how many times you gotta shoot that guy? Oh, animation lock, I'm dead. Are you kidding me? Threw that grenade on that angle. Seriously, people.
Comms check.
There was no way.
Mahmoud sure makes hot 1212.
No way
Thank
that
you,
round
Jimmy.
should have missed him. That first round. Oh, all that and those windows are shut. Dadgummit. Really makes me want to cuss. And by now, the HQ's cleared, I'm sure. So frustrating. But for those of you who played Arma, I mean, that's kind of the joke, right? You just shrug and, you know, say that's Arma. I see you.
There is a new pilot position open if someone would like it. There's some pilots available.
Okay. All the enemies are dead. I can't help that old boy.
There is a heli at HQ firing on us.
One thing I should have done before I started this. Nope, that's not what I wanted to do. Audio. Radio. That would have made it better, so sorry about that.
I'm gonna take it out now.
Okay. Now, one of the things I do when I get into an HQ is I generally stay there because most of these people want to claim it and then move on. And the problem with that is enemies will come back and, you know, back spawn behind you and then come in and snipe the base away from you or the HQ. And I will say that, you know, I think they did a good job with the way they do the AI. It does probe for, I think, or at least it seems that way. It probes for weaknesses, and if it finds a weak point, you know, it's going to spawn people on top of you. Kind of the same thing, you know, the Antistasi Ultimate Liberation game does. You know, if you are pushing an occupier or invader pretty hard and the aggression level gets up, they don't attack your strongest point, obviously. They find the one that's the weakest and then they'll try to work it to their advantage. Like if you've just got anti-tank emplacements around it and that's your weakest one, then they're going to hit you with an airstrike. Either a helicopter gunship or close air support aircraft that attacks those anti-tank positions, then they'll send infantry or tanks in on top of you. So it does make for a challenge. You can't just play, you know, a meta setup and say, you know, this is how I'm going to play this and, you know, I can win it, because it changes every time. You know, you never know what you're going to get until it spawns in. Because just sure as you're banking on them spawning a tank force in on you, they hit you with aircraft. So now with Invade and Annex, I've kind of talked. Oh, there's an enemy right there in that red smoke. In Invade and Annex, you got to kill, you know, a certain number of enemies in order to end this particular area of operation. Now, I think that scales based on the number of people that are playing, you know, number of human players that are playing. Who is shooting at me? Ooh. See, there's my point right there. They spawned in it looks like at least one. At least one squad, I think. Those are veterans. Those with the silver helmets. Generally seem to be a little tougher than the regular guys. They're not as tough as the Vipers, I don't think, because they're not as well armored. But they still... Golly. My goodness. See, this is the problem. This is the challenge. You wind up, everybody skips out on you. And then it's just you, or it's just me, and everybody skips out on me. Because like I said, they want to come in and claim it and then take off. Normally it's not too bad if I can get these guys spawning 200 or 300 yards out there where I got a chance to see them before they're on top of me. But, you know, they spawn a squad right on top of you. They're veterans. Looks like they've dropped red smoke again. They spawn veterans in on you. That's a little tough. Or those Vipers, that's tough. Because you know, if it's just you, you're the only one that's going to draw aggro. So they're all going to shoot at you. You don't have the benefit of them spreading the love around. That's the other thing about this game. The placement of some of these bases. Goodness gracious, they're terrible. Down in a chili bowl, and the enemy's got great lines of advance on you, so they can be on top of you. Before you know it. And during an HQ defense, when, you know, they're spawning wave after wave on you. It can be really, really tough. This server, they've added, how do I put it? Oh, gosh, not again. They've added enhanced or an airdrop with added difficulty so that they're pair dropping whole squads and numerous vehicles. Hopefully we'll get an HQ defense so you can see that on this playthrough, but they drop tons of enemies when they do that. I really like the way they've done that. They've really upgraded the server too. Caesar is kind of the honcho of this server, and he's got some guys working on the back end that do a really good job. They've been doing a lot of upgrades to increase the, for lack of a better phrase, I guess, smoothness, playability. They've done a really good job. Seems to be a pretty good community too. There were other servers that have lost some of their community for a variety of reasons, and a lot of them have gravitated over here. So most nights, hang on, I'll show you. You know, that's the player list that's on right now. you're talking 70 to 80 people on the server playing. And it, like I said, it runs smooth. We get decent frame rates out of it. Of course, I guess most of that probably depends on the computer you're running. But when you got 70 human players and, you know, sometimes 50, 60, 70 enemies on the ground around you, and, you know, 20 aircraft in the air, 20 vehicles on the ground that are just human players, that's a lot of resources on a server, a lot of strain. So anyway, the point of that is, other than I guess to kill time while we finish this AO, is to try to give kudos to the guys that manage this server, because they do a really good job. Again, I don't want to go out and chase enemies. See, we've come, most of those guys came from across, there we go, taking Rodopoli. So anyway, that's the assault on Rodopoli. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, leave a like, comment, or if you didn't like it, thumbs down, comment. Heck, that's the way it works, man. But if you guys are interested in Antistasi Ultimate, Invade, and Annex, 420th Delta, 24/7, 365, man. Big fun. Thanks. Have a good one.